devastating damage expected. Hurricane Katrina, a most powerful hurricane with unprecedented strength, rivaling the intensity of Hurricane Camille of 1969. Most of the area will be uninhabitable for weeks, perhaps longer. At least one half of well-constructed homes will have roof and wall failure. All gabled roofs will fail, leaving those homes severely damaged or destroyed. All wood-framed low-rising apartment buildings will be destroyed. High-rise office and apartment buildings will sway dangerously, a few to the point of total collapse. All windows will blow out. Airborne debris will be widespread, and may include heavy items such as household appliances, and even light vehicles. The blown debris will create additional destruction. Persons, pets, and livestock exposed to the winds will face certain death if struck. Power outages will last for weeks, as most power poles will be down and transformers destroyed. Water shortages will make human suffering incredible by modern standards. Few crops will remain. Livestock left exposed to the winds will be killed.
The question is, can you feed yourself and your family? It's a very simple question, and the answer is either yes or no. Now, this video is not about catching foxes, or how to catch a coyote, or how to catch a raccoon. Those are secondary questions. The primary question is, can you feed yourself by your own wits and your own efforts and your own tools? The purpose of this video is to make sure that you don't end up standing in line at the Superdome waiting for an MRE handout. The purpose of this video is to equip you with the knowledge and the skills so that you know what the different types of traps are, how to use them, and how to make some basic sets. Ultimately, the purpose of this video is to make you less dependent upon the system, so that you're not dependent upon a job, you're not dependent upon the store, you're not dependent upon the government to come help you in your time of need. You should be dependent upon yourself. You should be able to put food in your mouth. There is food all around us, whether you live in the country, whether you live in suburbia, or whether you live in an urban area. There's plenty of food to eat, and it's walking right past most people every day. You have to make a choice. Are you going to stand in line for a MRE handout? Are you going to stand in line to get on buses to evacuate? Or are you going to take charge of your destiny and learn to feed yourself and be responsible for feeding yourself and your family? This is a long spring trap. This is a number 11 double long spring. The reason it's called a number 11 is because this is a number 1 size trap as far as the jaw spread is concerned. And there are 2 long springs on it, so a 1 and a 1. It's a number 11 double long spring. You can see the way this works here. It's not so much the pressure that this spring is exerting against the jaws that are holding it shut. It's just the sheer mechanics of how this trap is designed. Once these springs pop apart, the only way that this jaw could open up is to overcome the force applied by this ring. In other words, it would have to break this ring to open the jaws. So these springs are not very strong at all. They're not strong. They're not hard to set. But there's no way the jaws on this trap are going to open up. This is a modern cable snare. I like to snare. I use a lot of snares. So I'm very particular about my snares. You'll notice how I have this snare coiled up. This makes this snare very easy to transport. It's not going to get tangled up. Let me zoom out a little bit. It's not going to get tangled up or caught on anything. It makes a nice compact package. And you can pack several dozen of these snares in a 5-gallon bucket and carry them around very easily. Okay, what we're looking at here is where we're going to put a pocket set in on this creek. Another type of very simple water set that works really well is what's known as a pipe set. And pipe set is a lot faster and easier to make than a pocket set usually. There's not much to it at all. You can see, even with me having scraped all the leaves away to try and get it to show up better on video, it's still very difficult to see. You can barely see that snare wire